Welcome to another edition of Ask the Fat Doctors. I am T. Fox along with Jamie Dukes and Dr. Braxton Cosby. How y'all doing?
All right.
Doing great. Good to see you.
Good.
We missed you last week.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I
Kinda
had a
weird.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Went to the Bulls game, hanging out with
Well, I went to the Shy. That is true. I went to the Shy
Bulls.
the Baby Bulls. They did a pretty good job.
Is that what they
Did a
call
thing.
them, the Baby Bulls?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, the Baby Bulls came in before they had Rose. That was like the Baby Bulls because after Jordan they were trying to find themselves.
Right.
They had all that nice little shooting squad.
Uh-huh.
They could shoot, but they couldn't play defense, so they couldn't win anything.
Yeah.
So then they kind of changed up, and now they got Rose in, and they're not really the Baby Bulls anymore,
No.
but they're not the big Bulls like they
So they
used to
couldn't
be.
come up with a new name for this Bulls. We had to go back.
No, yeah, we had to go back.
Okay,
We had to go back to the Baby Bulls. So yeah, I had a good time, but I know you guys held it down last week.
My lovely wife, Angela, she
Yeah.
sat in for you. We had
Of
a good
course.
time.
Yeah.
And she did a great job.
Yeah.
And, we talked about some things and introduced a little segment that we didn't let you in on.
Yes, I can't wait to get into it this
Just
time
for
though.
men.
Yeah.
That was a whole lot of fun.
Just for
Yeah.
men, and we're gonna do that one again this week though, right?
Maybe.
Because I've got to get into it because I loved it.
I know she
loved
kind
it.
of got us good last week, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let you
I
jump
love
in there
it.
either, T.
I love it. Just for men. So we're gonna talk about some pretty interesting things this time around. We're gonna talk about Star Jones.
Star Jones went back
Star Jones is
to
back.
the View.
She's back.
But she was back.
She was.
And it didn't last that long.
She's.
Well, so give the story. Tell the story.
Well, I saw the show.
Okay.
She came on, and they went into the they kind of turned the pages back of when she left the show. They aired that, after she had the surgery, got real thin.
Right.
And she basically said,
What surgery?
Well, she had the gastric bypass.
Well,
Who,
she
Star
she
Yeah,
finally
yeah,
admitted
yeah.
that she
She-
did
what?
the bash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that all
No.
came out. That all
What?
came out. It was like I
Gastric
believe it was
bypass.
8 years ago that she was actually on the View.
Wow.
So she came back, and they kind of had this whole come to Jesus moment. You had the surgery, you had this and that, and she wanted to talk about her heart condition because she said actually under all of the weight that she had, she was actually hiding a heart condition. She didn't know about it.
Well, here's the thing, though. Hang on. And I've got a bang. So I want to be clear on that.
Right.
And for me, it was interesting because when I got the band and I realized how it had changed my life, and I'm sitting there and I saw Star Jones and Al Roker, some others who've done it, Randy Jackson, so on and so forth.
Right.
To your point, number one, it's helped cure a bunch of woes, a bunch of the comorbid conditions and issues that they've had. But then for her to find that there was a heart condition on top of that. And I guess I don't understand why you're ashamed of being able to say what happened.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This was, and I was on the same page you were. This was the first time when I sat there and the ladies were kind of going back and forth with her, and Joy, I don't know.
Yeah.
Joy said,
Mhm.
she said, I wanted to tell you so badly, that I thought you needed to lose weight, but I knew if I said something to you, you'd chop my head off. And she said, yeah, I would have because I was sensitive. So I understood that sensitivity point when I saw it.
But
that
that doesn't have anything to do with her actually getting the.
Well, with her getting it, she didn't want to come out because I guess you struggle, you fight, you struggle,
But
you
hang
fight,
on,
you
wait,
lose.
wait. Everybody in the world knew that she had the procedure because that
I mean, you had to.
That or the crack guy are the only two ways.
If you looked at the show, she was notorious. If you looked at the show, she was notorious for having these Star's losing weight now. Like they actually made like a little skit, a segment of that. So that's why.
Hang on.
What I'm saying, but when she did
200 pounds, and people think it was some natural thing you've done.
But to that point, when I saw that over and over again, I kept seeing her fail as somebody in health. I'm like, man, when I saw her lose, I'm like, she did something because how did we go from all these struggles to bam 200 pounds off?
Well, but to that point, because she had all these different diets that she went on, it's almost like she finally found one that helped her.
No,
but no, hang on.
I mean,
because
I didn't know
the
that
cat was already out of the bag.
How was the cat already out of the bag?
Al, Randy Jackson, several others.
That didn't have nothing to do with Star.
No, true. Because in other words, you knew bariatrics was out there. We knew there were many people who were having procedures, and the result was the same. They were losing all of this weight.
So you just automatically just knew.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew. I was like, there's no
Well,
way.
you're a doctor.
I find it hard to believe, and I'm just thinking you're pulling my leg right now because I know you're a lot smarter than that to think that. Oh, gee,
Well, you know what? No, no, that's
nice is help make her.
That is not what I thought. Not at all. No, no, I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying that, and maybe it's because I don't follow that, and I'm not one of the women that look at the View when she lost the weight. I was like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
And
I didn't automatically.
You just thought it was the Twinkie diet.
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was.
Diet.
I just thought, dang, she looks a little anorexic now.
Wow.
That's pretty. You know, that's pretty drastic.
I just think we need to move on.
Yeah, I think maybe
if that's what you believe. Let's talk about what's happening on the show today, because we had a great event today that took place at Salvation Army. We had a seniors event, and one of the things that was pressing on my mind, and I think that seniors need to understand, is that their needs change as they go even further into their. I guess seniordom is not a word, but as you get older, their needs change.
But as everyone gets older.
Yeah, and so one of the things, and one of the guests that we're going to have on today is Maurice Madden, who's going to talk to us about diabetes and talk to us about an interesting program and partnership that he's with Novo Nordisk. And they have a very interesting program that they're partnering with the YMCA for pre-diabetic seniors to help them. And going back to the conversation about losing weight and how it has an effect on the comorbidity, they have a free program that I think a lot of seniors will be very interested in hearing about.
Did you guys find that was a pretty high percentage with the seniors in terms of being in a pre-diabetic or already a diabetic stage? Did you find that to be
people of color in general, the numbers are higher. I'll say it this way. Right now, let's just say among women, diabetes is up 300%.
Oh, really?
Among men, it's up 250% in the last decade.
Among those of color, yeah.
Yes, and so there's just a lot of staggering statistics that go along with that. And we're also going to talk to Dr. Fullum.
I was about to say, Dr. Fullum probably can shed light on why that's so high.
And he's also going to talk about kind of the changing needs that we have for seniors. And how when you're at 50. Your needs are one thing, but a lot of times they don't understand that the needs change over time. So we're going to kind of get into that as well.
Yeah, I think I have read someplace, Dr. Cosby, that I think it's like every 10 years, I guess, when you turn 50, those big milestones, I think every one of those is when you really got to look at changing.
I think they're supposed to cue you that you need to go and check something else.
Something different,
prostate
and you kind of
40, and then you start going
right
from there. So I think
because all those changes.
Yeah, it's just something to indicate, hey, it's time to go in. Another decade is gone.
Yeah,
where are you? And we always talk about the stats and things like that.
Sure.
And when we come back to, we're going to talk to Fullum kind of about. Don't want to get too creepy, but some of this premature death, natural causes stuff is kind of vexing.
Right, it's the natural causes thing. The natural causes.
Davy Jones from the
Michael
Monkees.
Jackson, natural causes, right?
Did they say Michael Jackson was natural causes?
It seems like everybody is dying of natural causes. Heavy D died of natural causes, and it just seems like natural causes, and these people who are supposedly in fairly decent shape,
right,
a little troubling. So we're going to talk to them about that in the next segment, just to kind of flush that out a little bit, because I'm just watching people drop, and I separate. You didn't get a chance to speak on Whitney, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Whitney.
Yeah,
later on.
it's just a little troubling.
Yeah, I mean, because they're not saying that she had natural causes, but the answers are starting to come in. Toxicology tests will be back shortly, and we'll have to talk about what Bobby Brown's sister is saying about Whitney also.
Okay.
Talk about.
Well, that was last week. That was Angela's hold on player. Was Bobby.
Was Bobby or Bobby's sister?
No, it was Bobby, because Bobby had. They told me he had 3
seats. He was out of control.
And my man took
down.
Out of pink.
Every step he took
out of control.
Around the.
You're doing good. We're doing good. Right. Okay. We'll be talking more about Whitney. We'll be talking more about the diabetes and the natural causes. We'll be doing that.
Krista, is that you on the other end of those fingers?
Yes, Mr. King, it is.
You test your blood sugar on those?
I do. I check on these ones right here.
How can you tell when you got it right?
I have my ways.
Test with confidence. Inside every One Touch Ultra Blue test strip is Double Sure technology. It measures each blood sample not once, but twice to confirm the result. So you're not just sure, you're double sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, we are back here at Ask the Fat Doctors, obviously with myself, T. Fox, along with Jamie Dukes and Dr. Braxton Cosby. And we've got one of our favorite resident doctors with us, Dr. Terry Fullum is on the line. Hey there, Dr. Fullum.
I'm doing great. How's everything?
Not bad. I missed you last week.
Yeah, but I'm back.
Good. It's good. It's good to hear you. And we've got about 2 or 3 things that we want to talk to you about. One, we found Braxton found actually a piece of information about how prevalent sugar is in the kids' diets, right? Correct?
Yeah, Dr. Fullum, we found something in here. It spoke volume to me, having 2 kids at home myself. They talked about the amount of consumption of sugar on a daily basis from kids. They said that basically they did a study, and they said that little boys between 2 and 5, active boys, were having about 218 calories from sugar per day, and that number increased almost twofold to 442 by the time they were between 12 and 19. But they were talking about a little bit more interesting than that was that 66% of the sugar that children were consuming on a daily basis was actually coming from the home. And I know with my kids, I'm actually cracking down at home. I mean, we don't really eat candy or sugar per se at home unless it's like every other day.
You just wait till you come over here.
Yeah.
Right. It's plenty.
So I'm just shocked that when they do this total number that these parents are really not cracking down on this at home, and that they're actually consuming all of the sugar at home. 66%, that's 2/3.
And a lot of that comes from a lot of the soda consumption, I would think.
It does. And a lot of it is corn sugar as well from the corn product.
Yeah. And you know what, Dr. Fullum, I myself personally had been watching my sugar intake, and I was really starting to look at. I didn't want to become a label reader, but I did start checking out the labels a little bit more, and everything has this high corn fructose syrup in everything.
Right. What should we be looking for, Dr. Fullum? I mean, as far as if there is a sugar, I'm a zero guy as far as beverages are concerned. I drink Coke Zero and things like that, or water. But what should we, utilize if we have to have sugar, and what should we definitely stay away from?
Sure.
Well, I mean, water is always the best drink, and 0-calorie drinks are pretty much next in line. It's certainly what we preach. It's what we drink at home. A lot of unwanted calories are in these sugary drinks, these sodas, and not just the corn fructose, but the natural 100% juices. A lot of them are very, very high in sucrose, and it's not that good for you as well, particularly if you're trying to eat well, you're trying to lose weight. So we stay away from orange juice. We stay away from any of the mixed berry juices, because a lot of them will have additional sugar involved as well. The non-sugar sweeteners aren't too bad. They're probably not better than 1 teaspoon of sugar, but no one does 1 teaspoon of sugar. And that's sort of the problem. So you can use 1 sweet and low, but you'll use 4 scoops of sugar.
And that's the whole thing with me. The whole thing was, how they say, okay, you should have your vitamin C every day. So I have a tall glass of orange juice, and now
let me give you the best. And Doc Fullum, he could speak to this more, from the standpoint of, as part of, a bariatric surgeon, you meet with a dietitian. The best information I got from the dietitian that was the most telling, because see, when I went in there, and he had this look, Doc, of surprise when you talked about orange juice.
Right.
You thought you was doing
I thought I was doing the daggone thing. I thought I was doing right.
When I was talking to the doctor,
I thought I was doing the right thing.
Drink juices. I'm eating chicken now, and I'm doing the salads and chicken. And my consumption is higher, but I'm doing the juices. And she said, half the calories that we consume are liquid.
Right. Right.
Half the calories we consume are liquid.
Right. I knew it was the sodas. For sure. And I'm not a soda person. And you know what else I was thinking that I was doing, that I thought I was doing the daggone thing? Was I was doing ginger ale. I thought ginger ale was a good thing.
That's what your grandma used to say, drink your little ginger ale for your stomach or something like that.
I thought ginger ale was a good thing.
No.
Right.
And it's high in that, it's got that high corn fructose syrup.
You got calories in there. You also have the carbonated stuff in there. It's not really good for you.
I'm done. I kicked orange juice. I kicked ginger ale to the curb.
Any drink that you pick up, if you look at the label, it should have nothing on it but zeros.
Wow. Well, that's water. Yeah. that would be water.
Well, there's some others. Fine. I mean, there's like the Coke Zeros, Propel, Crystal Light. There are flavored drinks that are out there that are 0 calories.
Okay, I do Crystal Light. Crystal Light's
really good.
Yeah,
but they don't like the aspartame in there.
They got a fruit punch.
I love the Crystal Light.
Took me back to my,
it looks like
I was a kid.
I was about to say, you making it so good.
Okay,
I love it. It is, but the Crystal Light fruit punch,
you know what you
is
keep.
So good.
You stay right over there because it seems like it's good. And we'll come back in just a few minutes.
Because I want to talk to Dr. Full. We want to talk about seniors. We had a great day, Salvation Army today, seniors event. I led Cha-Cha-Size. We had a great workout.
Oh, great.
And, that was a lot of fun. But just want to talk about, because later on, after you come on, Doc, we're going to also talk to a gentleman by the name of Maurice Madden, who is with Novo Nordisk, to talk about an exciting program that they have, a pre-diabetes screening program that's free to seniors, and they can actually get personal training. But I want to talk to you specifically, Doc, about the changing needs, because I don't believe that seniors and boomers know that their needs change, not only just with diabetes, but with other, maladies that they might have that they have been diagnosed with early on. They have to stay on top of it. So while they're taking medicine at 50, it might require a different type of medicine at 71.
Yeah, but I think, I don't think, and I know we need to go to break real quick, but just before we go, I don't think that only is for seniors only. I think that is as we go along. Yeah. And I want to talk to Dr. Fullum about that. And we'll do that right here on Ask the Fat Doctors coming up in just a moment.
I'm Jamie Dukes, retired NFL player and current NFL Network analyst. The diseases of excess weight are taking its toll on the brown community, which includes African Americans, Mexican, Latino, and individuals of Asian descent. That's why the AARP's multicultural outreach is taking the lead to provide you with relevant tools like Cha-Cha-Size. The AARP is more than just discounts. Did you know AARP has cutting-edge programs to help boomers take that first step towards financial freedom? We can help you devise a strategy to manage your money, control your mortgage debt, control consumer debt, and give you the strategy to maintain healthy credit. Boomers, it's time you learn everything the AARP has to offer. Log on to AARP and make that step today. As a retired NFL lineman, I found myself fighting the same battles as many of you against the diseases of excess weight.
That is why we're excited about Ask the Fat Doctors. This show is fun, and we're going to keep it real as we chit-chat and answer your questions about excess weight. The diseases of excess weight affect us all. Did you know diseases like sleep apnea, various forms of cancer, type 2 diabetes, and other comorbidities have claimed the lives or they have taken a toll on many of our famous athletes and entertainers?
And that's why we've assembled some of the best minds in fitness and medicine to guide you to being the best you.
Speaking of the best me, Doc, I was a biscuit over 400 pounds, had bariatric surgery, and I dropped 120 pounds. But what I'm trying to get at is, where do I buy one of those? I just want to get one of those.
One step at a time, Jamie. One step at a time, big boy.
Now, Doc, I took a little time off. I'm back in the gym now, getting my sexy back.
Okay.
But I'm a little concerned about my sisters who are getting a little junk in their trunk.
And T, that's why we're going to make sure that spare tire doesn't go in the trunk and that six-pack doesn't turn into a cake.
No, I'm just trying to figure out. Why would you be looking at me?
I wasn't directly.
I was saying to you, I'm working my way.
Looking through
I'm
you
trying
to get to T. I was trying to talk to
and so
T.
now you want to just,
All right, guys. So be sure to check us out at Ask the Fat Doctors, where we're going to keep it real in the fight against the diseases of excess weight. Check us out at AskTheFatDoctors.com. Download our weekly podcast and tell a friend. We will answer your questions and hopefully we'll raise more in the process.
He was looking at me.
Jamie,
he was looking right at me when he said it, and he pointed at my stomach.
And we are back here at Ask the Fat Doctors, and we have, I want to call him doctor, but he's not a doctor.
He is not a doctor.
He's not a doctor,
Maurice
but
Madden.
I'm trying to give him a title.
He's with Novo
Maurice
Nordisk.
Madden is here with Novo Nordisk, and he's going to tell us about a special program.
How you doing, Mo?
All right, I'm doing good.
It was good to see you today at the event that we had at the Salvation Army, and I'm sure there were several people there that could benefit. Talk to us briefly, and I know you're short on time, about the program that Novo Nordisk is offering.
Sure, Jamie, and it was good seeing you today and your team. Essentially, what we're doing here in the Metro Atlanta area right now is we rolled out a program called Get a Jump on Diabetes, and we're doing this as a partnership with the Metro Atlanta YMCA. What we're hoping to be able to do this year is to recruit 200 seniors that are Medicare recipients that have prediabetes and are overweight into a program with the YMCA where Novo Nordisk has made 200 scholarships available for these seniors to go through the program free of cost. After we have been able to get these 200 seniors into the program, there will be evaluation done, and the YMCA, they have assured us real-time data that will allow us to make a case to the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services to make this a covered benefit under Medicare.
Wow.
That's huge.
And so how can people quickly, how can they find out more information about this program?
You can find out more information about this program by going to a website, and that website is getajumponddiabetes.org.
Okay, that's easy enough.
Getajumponddiabetes.org.
Yes.
Okay, and then folks just log on there, and then it'll just simply tell them exactly how to get involved.
Exactly. It will give you the A to Z on the program, who you can contact, and how you can get involved, and know that this program is being done specifically in the Metro Atlanta area right now as a pilot project.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay. Well, Maurice, we know that you got to jump, and we know that your time is tight. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for your patience.
And that is getajumponddiabetes.org.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And we'll make sure to remind our listeners and our viewers a little bit later on in the show so that they can get involved. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Maurice. We really appreciate you stopping by and telling us about the getajumponddiabetes.org. We're coming up in just a minute with our Hold On Player segment. You know that's one of our favorite segments here on the show. Braxton's got a great one. JD's got a great one. And you cannot wait to hear mine. And we'll have that coming up in just a moment.
The outside world thinks weight loss surgery is a quick fix. So not true. It's a commitment. It's time to draw the line. Get to a healthier weight, then maintain it. That's where the Realize solution comes in.
Only the Realize solution combines weight loss surgery with an online support program doctors and behaviorists helped create.
When I want help with eating well, Realize is there. Exercise, it's there. Guidance from my doctor, it's there. I built healthy habits and stayed on track.
Only the Realize solution gives you support to help you achieve and maintain. Call 1-866-300-1818 now to get your free information kit. Bariatric surgery may not be right for individuals with certain digestive tract conditions. All surgery presents risks. Weight, age, and medical history determine your specific risks. Ask your doctor if bariatric surgery is right for you. Call 1-866-300-1818 for more information and your free kit.
Achieve and maintain your healthier weight. Finally, a real solution. It's time to draw the line.
Welcome back to Ask the Fat Doctors. I'm T. Fox, Jamie Duke, Braxton Cosby. This is our favorite segment. It's called Hold On Player. And I'm telling you, we're going to have so much fun with this one because we have 3 Hold On Players that you would just never.
Mine's not a lot of fun. It's just,
oh, yeah, yours is not actually a lot of fun. Yours is a lot of fun.
I don't understand the medical community.
Mine is out of control.
I don't know what the definition of natural causes is. Because I'm hearing all these people like, I'm trying to think of the gentleman's name, Braitman, the blogger.
Andrew,
Bratman or Bratman.
Something like that.
Yeah. Rest in peace, forgive me for that. But 43 years old.
He was 43.
Died of what perceived to be natural causes. I don't understand what natural causes mean. They said that about Heavy D. We talked about that before.
Right.
But they said the natural causes about Davy Jones until I found out that Davy Jones was a heart attack. Davy Jones from the
natural causes
from the monkeys.
Are they saying natural causes mean that you didn't get shot? Or you die of a drug overdose? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. What is natural?
It's almost starting to appear that if it happened in your body and it wasn't of an external source, it's natural. Like if that is something we're making out of, it's just that sad.
That's not. No. Because
that's premature death all the way.
Or we were talking about because there's so many people having heart attacks and so many different types of things like that, and that's so high in terms of having a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know, that maybe they are just tagging that. Okay, forget it. That's just gonna be
prevalence
natural.
is high. You know, everybody dying of heart attack. That's natural causes now.
That is a hold on.
That's
player.
assumption.
That's just hold on, player. Just hold on, player. He's 43 years old.
Yeah.
How could he just die of natural causes? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. That's JD's hold on play. You got a hold on play.
Mine was
really,
I'm really looking
really
at the cruise line now.
Yeah, it's bothering me.
This cruise
I just
line
came off a couple of cruises, you know.
Yeah, exactly. The
And
cruise
came
line in
back
Italy.
from Chicago, hanging out with Rose.
The baby bug.
Y'all killing me. Y'all
Rose.
killing me with that. You know?
That's not Jalen Rose. That's my man.
No.
What's the other Rose name?
Derek Rose. You're killing me, but he's a player.
Yeah,
Is he a hold on?
No, he ain't a hold on.
Oh,
he's
you're
a
not
player.
gonna hold on?
I got
No,
a
he's
hold
a
on
player
for that Adidas commercial, whatever it is you got running with the Bulls. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
okay.
in Italy again, we had the ship. You know, a few months back,
Right.
it went down. Was
It capsized.
This one today
It was
shut
crazy.
down. There was
Same cruise line.
Same cruise line. Fire on board. Just cut everything off. Imagine all of these passengers. The toilets don't work because, you know, it's electric, so everything has to wang.
That's right.
Toilets don't work. There's no hot water. They said the AC wasn't working. It was 108 degrees on the inside. Said that some of the passengers were sleeping outside on the deck.
Oh no! Were they
And,
like out in the middle of the
some
ocean?
Of the older guys with the shirts off. The sun had been.
So you got
them, so
bad
they were all
odor
dark
and
no.
It was a hold on,
That's
jump
hold on
overboard
player.
kind of thing. They actually had to tow the boat in.
Oh, so they were out in the middle
So they
of the
couldn't
ocean?
find an island somewhere.
Gilligan wouldn't let them in. Nothing like that.
Right, nothing.
That's pretty good hold on play.
Oh, that was a pretty good hold on
So
play.
yeah, so I guess you were in the Caribbean. You weren't over in Europe.
No, I wasn't in Europe. I was over in the
This
Caribbean. You know, yeah, I'm always in the Caribbean. You know, so my hold on player has everything to do with Whitney Houston, and just like you said, rest in peace. Whitney was just iconic, just
Phenomenal
incredible, just incredible. Well, of course, everyone's talking about and wondering what happened. The toxicology test doesn't come back for 46 weeks, but it's starting to look like they are going to reportedly rule it an accident because they don't see anything other
like
than
she slipped in the tub.
they're not saying the type of accident. They're just saying that it's expected to be ruled an accident. Now, the details of that, see how everybody does. Let's drill down a little bit more.
Okay.
The accident. But I pulled something on Access Hollywood. Bobby Brown's sister. Let's say
the sister-in-law.
The sister-in-law.
Okay.
The sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Okay,
Leola Brown. She is Bobby Brown's sister. She says that it is very important to know that she did not just pass away like that. And I'm looking at her like, hold on, player. She's talking about Whitney.
What do you mean?
Okay?
Well, what
and she
do you think
says,
happened? Aliens?
she says,
Martians?
well, if it is the last thing that I do, I'm going to find out what truly happened to my sister. Now, you know, you know, she's not saying, but you know, she's throwing out that little ambiguous little cloud of something.
But what is the cloud of what? I mean, what could have happened?
Well, she says that she believes there is more to her former sister-in-law's death than meets the eye, and has vowed to launch her own personal investigation.
She's stating the obvious. I think we all know there was more than what meets the eye.
Well, it was an accident, and they're not saying what that accident is. But you know, I just said, hold on, player. Are you just trying to get a little 15 minutes? You know, it is confusing, isn't it? That's why it's like HOP.
What happened that somebody went and, I mean, it's like the Lady Di conspiracy?
Right. You know, that somebody did something, you know, she slipped on a banana peel, you know.
Or they threw like the blow dryer in the tub.
Right, that kind of thing. Is
she writing a book?
You know what? Please know that probably in a couple of weeks we'll get.
Yeah, I'm serious what this is about.
Yeah, that is confusing.
That's a great way to end the show. Just perplexed.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Completely lost.
What she could be thinking.
Just completely lost.
What was wrong or what happened?
Let me remind everybody that if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to hit us up and comment on the Hold On Play It, because that's worth commenting on. You can hit us up on Twitter at AskTheFatDocs. That's AskTheFatDocs. Or you can hit us up on Facebook at AskTheFatDoctors, or you can always hit us up directly online at AskTheFatDoctors.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Are you having trouble keeping your students focused throughout the day? Well, we have the perfect kinetic learning solution for you. It's Chat Your Size ABC. Studies show that introducing a 10-minute activity into the daily routine of students will enhance their cognitive learning. The Chatrasize Academic Burst curriculum was designed to engage students and provide a kinetic burst to promote increased learning. Now, the Chatrasize ABC is also a great way to increase weekly physical fitness activity for the students. Daily utilization will maximize effectiveness, but frequency is left to the teacher's discretion. Implementation is easy, and the recommended Chatrasize ABC activity should be at a minimum about a 10-minute event. Chatrasize ABC consists of a warm-up module, which is approximately 2 minutes, and the teacher has the option to choose 2 individual Chatrasize activity modules, which range from 4 to 5 minutes. To keep the students on their toes, we have a constantly evolving library of fun Chatrasize ABC modules. Chatrasize ABC is the most cost-effective kinetic learning solution in academia today, as the cost per student is less than $4 per year. That is right. You heard it right. Increase students' academic performance for less than $4 per year. Chatrasize ABC is accessible via DVD or cloud environment, and to get started, all you have to do is simply log on to chatrasizeabc.com. That's CHATRSIZEABC.com.